Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So you're just going through Persona 5 the Phantom X and you realize that you actually have, basically a level gate right here that you need to reach level 30 in order to progress through the first palace. Well, in today's video, and I did get this question a lot on stream, is what are the EXP resources, how to level up extremely quickly, and what can you actually do if you've pretty much already done everything, I guess. But I'll go through every single EXP resource and EXP source in this game. I'll be telling you some additional tips as well on how to level up fast. Currently I am level 27, but I'll probably be level 30 by the end of my playthrough tonight. But I was just going to go through everything before I do my EXP grind today. So before this video begins, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. I do a lot of Persona 5 the Phantom X guide content, so if you have any other guides, tutorials that you want me to do, then definitely leave a comment down below. And tune into live streams as well, where I pretty much just answer every single question live on stream. And then yeah, we just have a good time on stream as well. Thanks again for 8K subscribers, I really appreciate it. So firstly is your palace exploration. So if I just go to my map quickly, and I go to progress, and you can see here, with every sort of 10% of palace exploration you do, you get 251 EXP. So this is a very good way to actually boost all your EXP, and then at 100% you do get a 450 boost. So the first couple of levels, I think, how many is this? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9. 9 at 250 is about what, like 2k-ish, and then 450. So you're getting around like what, roughly like 2.5, 3k worth of EXP, which is about half a level. Towards sort of like, in between like level 24, 25-ish to about 30. So it's about half-ish of a level. And that's with like 100% in the palace. So, you do that. This is a good way of getting EXP if you haven't done so already. So for example, I'm just going to grab these very quickly as well. I just got 750 EXP, as you can see here as well. Now, another source of EXP that you can do is if you progress through the mementos, it's a different quest line, and you'll need to do this quest line in order to unlock the P5 event anyway. Eventually, you'll get to the fair machine with Martham. And here you can see that every so often when you level up using these tickets, you will actually be able to, unlock the areas, which you'll need to do anyway. So it's another sort of thing that you kind of have to do. And then you'll also get 1 EXP credits. So you can see here and you can check the rewards. So every sort of level that you go up, you can get EXP bonuses from here as well. And this is another source of EXP that you may not have sort of experienced before, or even sort of thought about. You might be thinking main EXP sources are probably going through the story quests or quests like that, which we will be talking about soon. But these two are like fairly sort of straightforward that you can just do by exploring the palace, as well as doing exploring mementos with the fair machine. Now, another great way for EXP is definitely your beginner guidebook with plan 1. I don't think anyone will be up to plan 2 yet, but regardless, on plan 1, you can see here, this is where you get a lot of EXP. So you get 500 if you can clear all the steps in these missions, and then 150 for each additional step. So you can sort of see here how many of EXP that you can get. Like even if I unlock the social link with Rin, for example, I can get an additional 150. And then you can see here that all the sort of steps that I'm doing, step 3 as well. If I clear all 12 step 3 missions, I get 500 EXP. And these will keep going up with your level as well. So this is another very good resource in order to get EXP. And there's also another good resource that you should be doing to get the selector as well. But this is another resource to get EXP. So another source is, of course, your dailies. So I've completed all my dailies today. And as you can see, dailies give you the most EXP. So if you're sort of stuck, then you can obviously wait a day. But with all the other EXP resources in the game, dailies is a really good way of doing it. You get 2.25k to basically, and this is per daily completion. So if you do all 4, you get that's 9-ish, 10-ish k of EXP, which is definitely probably roughly a level or a level and a half in some instances. So this is a really, really good way of doing it, and it just resets daily basically. So just do your dailies as well. And another resource is your side quests. So a lot of the time in side quests, they're not really explained too well, just because you get a lot of them and then they kind of flash up on the screen and kind of disappear. But if you just press J on your keyboard, they're called missions in this game, as you can see. If you just pull up J here, you can see that I have a lot of these different events and stuff like that, and main and side quests that you can do. So for example, with the side quests here, I can go through, if I just keep exploring the path of Kim Ranut at Area 1, for example, I get 2k EXP, and then for an exchange, by just doing this, I get 2k EXP. Now, I know a lot of people probably have exhausted their side quests at the moment, but if you haven't done so, then definitely check your missions, and you will have side quests, and these naturally will open up over time as well. So always come back into your missions and see what's going on, see if there's a new social link to unlock, which is another 2k EXP, see if there's any memento stuff that you can do, and this is another great way of getting Wonder EXP. Now, the last thing I want to touch on, and I know I sort of said this in the beginner guides and stuff like that to not do this, but if you're really sort of, I guess, desperate and really want to break through that rank 30 barrier, what you can do is actually just do your stamina grind. So stamina obviously refills at 240 every single day, and it's just giving me the tutorial here. But you can actually use this as well, and then every single time you grind for stamina at level 20, you'll get 750 EXP, and if you do sort of like the 5 roll, then you'll get 5 times 750, which is approximately 3750 EXP, which is again roughly about a level, maybe half a level towards the later levels, pushing up to level 30. So it's a good way of doing that, and then it only costs about 5 roll is like 150. So at this stage in the game, you should have a few of these sort of stamina pots. So if you really want to use that, you don't want to wait for your daily reset, for example, then definitely go ahead and use them. You'll eventually catch up to level 30, and then when you catch up to level 30, you will eventually unlock new things to get more EXP, so on and so forth as well. I don't recommend using all of them. Like, honestly, just again, P5, just take your time. That's the motto. But if you really want to, then yeah, I mean, go for it. It doesn't really matter anyway. You'll eventually accumulate these regardless anyway. So that's pretty much it for all the EXP resources. So I'll just do a quick summary. So what you can do is you can go into the metaverse. You can do your palace explorations. And you can see here the progress. So when you do this and you see the rewards, every single time you rank up 10%, you get 250 EXP. The other thing that you can get it from is the Martham's vendor in the metaverse. So if I actually just go to mementos, for example, and go to this save point, you can come to Martham's Fair here, and you only really probably will unlock just the next area. Every time you do rank up, you'd get 150 EXP, so it's a good way to do it. And you need to explore mementos anyway, so it's just like, what, might as well. The other thing that you can do is your plans. So this one does give a lot of EXP if you complete the steps in the mission, and there's a lot of missions to do, and they're really relatively easy to do, so you can do all that and you can get EXP that way as well. You can also get them from your dailies. Your dailies are a big one. So again, if you don't really want to wait for the daily reset, these ones give 225 per daily. So if you do all 4, then you get about what, 8k 9k ish EXP, which is roughly about a level going up towards level 30. And then of course your side quests or your missions, so just make sure you've done all your missions and exhausted these EXP. So that's 2k there for this mission, 2k there for that mission, 4k in total. It's a lot of EXP that you don't want to be missing out. And then lastly, you can just do your stamina refills, as I just mentioned before. If you're really desperate to hit that level 30 mark, again, I wouldn't recommend using all your stamina, because you will need a lot of stamina in the end game when people eventually get there. I don't think people fully understand, at least from what I've seen online, that the end game grind can be very tedious, and it's good to have just a bunch of stamina pots. But you can do it, do it this way as well. And each stamina point you get 750 EXP, and you can do a 5 roll and get what, 3750. So it's quite a lot of EXP in that regard. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you did enjoy and found this helpful, definitely don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I do stream Persona 5 the Phantom X, and I also do a lot of guide videos, so definitely keep it locked on this channel. I appreciate all the support so far. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ready to really share,